Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to ceramic coat wheels. Now this is the easiest to do when the wheels are brand new, just coming out of the box. So as you can see, I've got a couple of boxes there. So this is the first wheel. I'm just going to film the process on one and then I'll just smash out the other three. But basically, if you get a new set of wheels, I highly recommend you ceramic coat them before installing. What you'll need is, this is what I'm using anyway, but there's a bunch of different brands that make wheel coatings. I use Carpro DLUX. So yeah, you've got a 30ml bottle and it will easily do one set of wheels with some leftover. Yeah, come in a box with an applicator and some, I can open the box up, and some of the little applicator cloths. What I'm going to be mostly using is these, which are far easier to get into the inside of the spokes rather than having this block. But yeah, I'll be doing a mixture of both. So yeah, that's the coating we're using. You can get some from like G-Technic, Geon, and many other brands that make coatings. I just use the Carpro. So this is about, it's under $60 for a bottle, and it will do your full set of wheels, and it'll last, they say, up to 6 months, but like 6 months plus, but it's really, I get a year easy out of it. Depends how often you're driving the car and how you maintain the coating. So yeah, also going to need some gloves, because you do not want to use a ceramic coating without gloves. Microfiber towel, or a couple of microfiber towels I should say. One we're going to be using with our prep spray, using the Bowden's Flash Prep, but any type of prep spray you'd like. I'm just going to spray, because these are brand new, they're clean. I'm just going to spray this down and wipe it down just to clean them off, any dust, anything that's on there. And then we are good to go with the coating. So yeah, with that said, I'm going to set up the other camera on the tripod. I might start off doing the barrels, because yes, you also want to do the barrels. But yeah, firstly I'll spray everything down, get it all clean. Then I might flip it over, do the barrels first, because that's just easy to do. I'm going to be going over all the stickers that we've applied and other ones that are inside the barrels. And yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so yeah, first thing, like I said, we want to spray these thoroughly down with a prep spray. I've got enough left in this one. And we just want to give them a good wipe down. Now with these, there shouldn't be anything really on them, but we definitely just want to do this first to ensure that the coating actually bonds and flashes in properly. So if your wheels are used, I was actually going to do this video on my wheels, which I want to recoat, but basically I may still do that. Let me know if you guys would like to see that, how to coat some wheels that aren't brand new out of the box. But yeah, basically you'll just give them a thorough clean first, take them off the car, give them a really good proper clean, and then this process would be the same basically. And then also for people who, I see a lot of talk about whether you should do the wheel coating before you get the tyres fitted or after, and people say they're worried about the wheel weights not sticking. I've always done them before with brand new wheels, and I've never had a wheel weight come off. The coating isn't that slick or anything. It's not going to be causing them to fall off in any way. So yeah, we'll spin this around. I'm going to coat the back of the spokes as well. So let's get these nice and clean. It's a really nice wheel, so we want to make sure this coating is working as it should. So yeah, I'll continue just cleaning these off, but yeah, that's basically step one, is to get them wiped down with a prep spray, or clean if they're not brand new. We're going to wipe it down, give it a couple of minutes for any residue to dry off, and then wipe it again with another towel. So yeah, I'll keep doing that. Once it's time to actually start coating, I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, so we've got the wheels wiped down, nice and clean. So first thing we want to do is shake this very thoroughly, our bottle of ceramic coating. This one I have opened before, used it a couple of weeks ago. It's almost full, but I used a little bit, so very thoroughly want to shake it. And then when you take the lid off, because I've used it before, you're going to have little glass shards there from the coating drying. So I actually did already take this lid off and wipe them down. But you will have these, probably can't see them too well, but the coating will harden. There's one there. And leave little glass shards, so yeah, get those off. We then get one of our little applicators. I just use these Geon ones, so I buy them in bulk on the Carpro block. It's just for the barrels of the wheels. This is going to be easier. And we just want to get a nice line. So you can see that there. One thing I always make sure I do is I just put the lid straight back on. Just to be safe. We don't want that sort of sitting there, the whole thing getting air in. So now we're good to start coating them. So a couple of dabs down if you like, but it is quite easy to see where you're going. We'll get up on the inside of this barrel here. Probably have my arms a little bit in the way, but hopefully you guys can see. And we just want to get the whole wheel. So I'll spin this so I can get more. Now that couple of drops we did will be enough, I think, to do this whole thing. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can see on the footage, probably not, but there is a clear to see where I have applied and where I haven't. I'm gonna get this section here, just going to make it easier to clean if we get the whole of the inside of the barrel. So I think that is the whole wheel. We've gone all the way around. So then we grab our microfiber and we basically want to wait for it to flash. Now it is really hard to see on this type of wheel, but pretty much it's going to give you like a rainbowy effect. So might just grab a light and see if I can show you guys that. Okay, so the light isn't really going to show, but yeah, you want to wipe that off pretty quickly. It's pretty much instant, so go ahead and do that. So we'll get our microfiber. Now for the barrels, I could probably not wipe it down and it would give a little bit better performance. But because you won't really see the inside of the barrels that well, but you may just see a little bit and you don't really leave an obvious high spot that people will notice. So yeah, we're gonna just wipe it. Oops, sorry, dog's bumping the camera there. Let's go ahead and wipe it. Okay, so with the back or the barrels of the wheel all done, it's time to do the front. So this is where we're going to be a little bit more careful. So what I might do is I'm going to use this applicator block just to do the spokes where I can easily get them, and then wipe that down. Then we'll move on to using these little applicators that I like using that are just much easier to get into sections and bend them in, and yes, it's going to be a lot easier. Or you can just take one of these applicator suede cloths off the block and do that. But I just find when I do that, I use a lot more because it's such a big cloth that, yeah, you're sort of having to sort of soak the entire thing. So yeah, we'll give that another quick shake. Take our lid off. Another line going on that. Lid back on. So we're good to go, and we're just going to go for our spokes where we can easily get the block. And I think that's about, I guess we can try and go around here. But really, to be precise, I'm just going to go around those areas again. But yeah, so as you can see, you can't do a whole lot with this. Now, I do have a few different other options for applicators, and you can buy them The bigger Carpro sort of glove one might be a bit better, but I just think these little ones are going to be easier. So yeah, we will go back over these spokes again, because as you can see, I can't get the entire thing. So yeah, that's just something we can do just to make sure we get the top of the spoke. But yeah, we'll go ahead and pull that off now. So yeah, the other way you could do this is fold it. That way you're using the part where you've got the coating on it, and you can try and do this. I just find it so much easier to just not worry about using this one. So we'll put that aside and just use one of these little guys. So yeah, we'll grab a cloth wiping down. So trying to wait for signs that it's ready to flash off, but usually it's pretty quick, this one. You don't have to wait too long. So yeah, we'll go ahead, wipe that down. So this is the part where you do want to be extra careful. You don't want to leave high spots on a wheel that's going to be very obvious. So when you're wiping down the front, definitely be nice and thorough. Because yeah, a high spot on a colour wheel like this, it is definitely going to stand out. All right, so there we go. We've got as much done as we can there. Now, we'll just keep going along. So, I've got little applicators. Rather than like a line on these ones, because it's like a round thing, I like to just do like a little circle. So now you can see it's going to be much easier to get into the areas where we couldn't with the block, because we definitely want full coverage. So for this round, I'm going to focus on just getting this front little dished area. And then, of course, we start to level it down. So that's basically going to be it. Now, there's no point in me just filming every single section. I will now have to get inside of the spokes, obviously. And I know you guys can't see it on camera, but there is, I can see like it flashing. So it's going kind of like darker. It's not really giving me a rainbow effect on this finish of a wheel, but I can see where I have and haven't wiped. So yeah, it's easiest to just be very thorough. Just go over everything, and then after I do the last section, I'm wiping off these inside of the spokes. I'll go over the whole thing again very thoroughly. But yes, I think I will just focus on finishing this now, and I'll pick the camera back up once I've finished, and I'll show you guys. We'll go over any high spots, but it's basically that easy. It's not going to take too long per wheel. Do it 4 times, pretty easy. So yeah, we can just keep wiping this down, and I'll come back to you guys in a minute. Okay, so I've just finished doing the wheel, and it is looking really good. So I mean, you can see the metallic in it. It's a really nice finish on this one. So yeah, really popping. I've gone over very thoroughly checking for high spots, and I'll probably do that again after I finish filming this little section. But yeah, that is how easy it is. So I'm going to do 2 coats on all these wheels. So I'm just going to do 1 coat and then move on to the next wheel. And basically, it's like I'm doing it 8 times. Don't think you have to do 2 coats. I'm just going to, because there's enough in the bottle to do that. And yeah, want to make sure these wheels are nice and protected for the longest time possible. So yeah, that's it. Super easy. I started off with ceramic coating wheels before I moved on to paint. This coating, people say, is pretty tacky compared to like a paint coating, which is the reason why it's sort of a wheel coating. It's designed to last longer. So yeah, I found that it lasts quite a while. About a year I've been getting. This car's not going to be driven as much, so I reckon the owner will get a little bit longer. But yeah, super easy to do, as you can see, and well worth doing. Doesn't matter if your wheels are been on your car for a couple of years. Just pull them off, very thoroughly clean them. You can even polish them, which I'm going to do on my wheels if you have a mini polisher, and then coat them, and you'll be very happy when it comes to time to clean your wheels. You'll actually save money as well, because you don't need to use aggressive wheel cleaners. You can just use cast shampoo with your wheel brushes and the pressure washer, and these will clean up nice and easy. No need for chemicals really. So yeah, we'll end the video there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one and found it helpful. Have any questions, leave them down below and I'll do my best to answer. And yeah, leave the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already, all that usual stuff. But yeah, with all that said, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.